What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Animation Revaluation podcast. I am Lizer, and with me, as always, are my buddies Jay and James. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. Oh, another. Me too. Wesker, thank you so much for the 5-month streak. Give me my reward. I didn't realize there was rewards happening, buddy. I gotta check the local Radio Shack. I'll get you something. And Kim, you said you too? Yeah, I'll check the Radio Shack. I'll let you know. Don't worry about it. Got you. How you guys doing? A hype train is close? Yeah, okay. It was that was 2 subs. It's not a hype train.
The scam train's going hard.
Alright. Wait,
What's on Radio Shack?
Radio shit? What? Huh?
What?
You guys ever seen a movie called Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
No.
James?
Is this an actual movie?
Yes,
Like,
it's an act, yeah.
But not like a regular movie, right?
It's a comedic kung fu movie.
Oh, okay, no.
Oh, man. We can't watch that for the podcast, but I would love to sit down and watch that with you guys. Shiny, how are you? I would love to sit down and watch that with you guys. But that's not what we're here for. We have something different on the docket today. Correct. We saw something that I went into expecting it to be at a certain level, and it jumped over what I thought it would be. And things just got worse and worse the more I watched.
That's one way to put it.
I haven't seen the movie.
Bro, why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
That was literally like 2 minutes ago.
He's in slow motion, dude.
I had to search of what it was. It was the Kung Fu Cow one.
Yeah. I'm doing good, Shiny. Thanks for asking. So yeah, this week we saw Interspecies reviewers, which is if there's anyone in chat right now that is under the age of, I want to say 16.
Please leave.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want you here. I just don't want to get in trouble because this show deals with sexual content in a very graphic nature.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry about that. I
Sorry,
love you guys nonetheless, though. It's just this one stream that deals with this. What?
Here's your reward. Get the fuck out.
That's just rude.
Yeah, that was just yikes, bro.
That's just rude.
Oh, I don't know. You're the one telling me to leave. I think you're fine. Wasn't that bad?
I'm fine.
Was it that bad?
What did you watch the anime?
I watched it.
Bro, there's coochie in the opening scenes. There's coochie in the intro, like the opening song. Like there's just coochie.
Yes. And?
What do you mean?
What? You
James,
sure you watched this?
you need to have an evaluation, my friend.
It was what it was. Isn't it what the show was about?
That's why I'm telling minors to. James, oh god, oh god.
It's education.
It is not. It is
not.
smut. Listen, I'm trying to protect my ass, alright? You're not the one streaming. Alright? This is not your channel that's in danger.
Yes.
Is he okay? I don't think he is. I think he's really dumb. I guess let's just get into it. So this is Interspecies Reviewers. It is a very adult anime about our three main characters. Let's introduce them. First off, we have Stunk, the human adventurer, who apparently comes from royalty but was like kicked out or whatever. Following him, we have Zell, the elf, and finally, full name is Crimvale, but everyone just calls him Crim. Come on. Load.
Yeah,
You got this.
come on.
You got this. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, Discord. Come on.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It still shows the bar on the bottom. What the heck? Oh, wait.
That's funny.
I just realized that was James. This is Crim. Crim is an angel. And these are our main characters. There's plenty of side characters, some that appear more than others. But these are our main trio. And what these three guys do is they go around this world where pretty much everyone is descended in some way, shape, or form from succubi. And they rate the brothels that seem to be one of the only types of stores. Like there's stores for equipment, there's places to rest and eat, and then there's brothels. That's all I've seen in this show. Do you guys remember seeing any other kind of shop?
No, not at all.
Unless you're counting the guild hall, the ale and eats, but apart from that,
That's a
there
place
wasn't
where you
really many-
rest and you get food.
Well, no, I mean they also had the it looked like more like a typical like where you pick up quests on the wall. That's what it kind of looked like, but it looked like also kind of like a regular like bulletin board as well.
Yeah, and usually what those places are places where you rest and get food.
Oh yeah, no, this is a general like concept, but I mean like
James,
you
I
could-
hate you so
ima-
much.
I'd imagine you can also do quests there too, and like get paid for them. But yeah, it is a
Too
place
tired
to,
for this. I'm too tired for you.
a place to eat, drink ale, and eat, like in the name.
Okay, so originally when the show opens, it is just Zell and Stunk, the elf and the human. And at this point, they're just adventurers that, you know, dabble in the not safe for work stuff. You know, the better parts of life. And
Kinda.
huh?
What?
What'd you say?
Oh,
So
I swear to God, James. I swear to God.
you're gonna get him in trouble. You need to actually like relax.
I didn't hear what he said. I'm genuinely asking, like, what? All right.
anyways,
All right. Well, anyway, they decide, hey, let's head up some brothels. So they go their separate ways. Our boy Stunk, he goes to a elf girl, and I think I have a picture. Maybe. Yes. Elma. Elma is banging bootylicious, right? She has some very nice assets, and I can appreciate her for who she is. And so can Stunk. I guess because we're humans, we relate on that. But Zell, he has some different tastes. He goes to a human woman named Mitsui, and here she is.
very hot.
Yeah, smoking. Really.
And technically, she's the younger one.
Yes, technically she is the younger one because elves live for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yes.
But humans can't tell how old an elf is. So to Stunk, this elf was just a hot young girl with breast assets.
There you
Assets.
go.
um and
Considering
she's
her line of work, it is assets.
yeah, super hot to him. But being that Zell is an elf, he can tell, and he mentioned something about like mana. Like her mana is old as well. He can sense, I guess, like the magic power, and I can sense the fucking sirens in my background. I hate it here. Anyway, so to him, this woman that is like 80 years old to us is actually very young to him, and has a lot of life force, and he just like is really attracted to that. You know, each their own. So both of them are like disgusted by the other one's choice in woman.
Yeah.
So
Basically.
yeah, they're like, you know, discussing it and arguing between themselves, and finally they're like, how about we have a vote? This is Stunk saying, it's like, how about we have a vote? And they find that they're in the bar tavern quest giving place that was mentioned before, and it's pretty much nothing but men there of like different races, like dwarves, lizard men, all that type of stuff. And they give everyone papers, and they're like, oh, here's the description of the girls. What would you rate them? And to Stunk's surprise, most of them went for the old woman, the human woman, because, you know, magical beings, they can sense the mana, like that kind of stuff. So to them, he was kind of like the outlier. He was the one with the weird taste. So seeing everyone, you know, talk about these different aspects that they like kind of ignited the passion that these guys have to write reviews, because they already had the dream of going to every brothel that they could find and sleeping with every species of woman. That was like their duo's dream. But now they want to write reviews about it because everyone seems to have interest. And I mean, you can get paid for getting your
Getting taken care of.
Yeah. knocking on the baby doors. So
Get
like,
paid for it.
yeah, why not, you know? So I don't even remember exactly how it happens. I think like they're just kind of walking through the forest, and they hear like a shout, and they see Grim like getting hounded by like a beast. I don't even know what it was, like a big ox looking thing, I don't know. So they come out. I kind of forget all the time throughout the series that they're adventurers and they're very seasoned and good at what they do, because they're such perverts, and that's what the show relies on. But they just like one hit KO this like creature and save Krim. So if you notice on this picture of Krim, generic looking angel, you know, has the wings, the long white dress, I guess, I don't know, and then the halo. But on the halo, there's a chunk missing. So the halo actually got damaged, and that means that he can't go to heaven. I don't know why, it's not explained. But he can't use his powers even though he can still fly, and I would consider that a power because his wings don't flap. Whatever. And they save him. It's like, oh, I need to repay you guys. Like, can you help me out though? I don't know what to do. I'm not from around here. I'm from heaven. Blah blah blah. And they're like, if we take care of you, you can take us to heaven, right? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? But why do you want to go to heaven? And they have this moment of like, we want to see if they have brothels up there, and maybe God herself is working in them. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, what is this? What is this show I'm watching? So Krim, being an angel, very pure and say so. It's like, what have I gotten myself into? But can't really, you know, say anything. Krim is very, what would you say, like docile? Is that the word I'm looking for?
She's
Submissive, yeah, submissive
would be the word.
Yeah, Krim does not pick fights, does not really argue or anything, just like
goes
with the flow. Everyone else is like much more aggressive than him. So they're like, hey, you're pretty cute for a guy. You are a guy, right? And Krim lifts his dress, and it's like, yeah, look, I even have a bulge. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Goku no Pico.
Basically. It's like he underneath the dress he has like black spats and they're like skin tight. I'm like, what? You can see creases every time Krim is on screen. It's just always there. They never forget to animate it. So they're like, oh yeah, oh, well, follow us, you know. And we get inner monologue from Krim, and he confirms that he actually has both sets of
Genitalia.
I don't know. Is that Twitch safe?
I don't even know. I'm not channeling.
I mean, genitalia has to be safe. I've heard people go cock and balls and dick and nuts, so why not? You know, you save a goober one time and that's it. You're canceled.
I guess.
There's nothing wrong in referencing a medical journal.
Yeah, I have one of those.
So, as long as we use medical terms, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the medical term for having both? Hermaphrodite?
That's the word I actually. Yes.
Yeah. I always thought side track here. I always thought it was pronounced hermaphrodite, like Aphrodite.
Yeah, look the. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's a common. Yes.
You're a common bitch. Anyway.
Got him.
That's why he annoys me so much, because I'm always picking on him. He does it on purpose. What was I talking? Oh, so this is, they first meet Krim. They're like, all right, since you're new in town, we'll take care of you. We'll pay for it. Krim's like, pay for what? For Lizer to kill the sirens in the background? Because that's out of my power. I need more power. Anyway, Krim's like, pay for what? What are you talking about? I was like, we're gonna treat you to a brothel. Krim is like, no. I'm from heaven, I'm pure and say so, I can't do this. And long story short, they forced Krim to do it. And I do mean do it. They go to a cat girl brothel. I won't say what I think about cat girls as a cat boy. I'll leave it at that.
That is all.
And Krim gets
the cat's meow.
Krim gets his not so say so first time. Yeah, I like the little detail of like Krim getting embarrassed and his halo starts spinning and like turns red like it's blushing. I think that's really
like,
cute.
The overheat.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It burns.
So they all get their own cat girls. The other two already have like their favorites, so they go and pick those two. Krim gets he's told basically like, hey, this one's good for your first time. Here, just take her. She'll take care of you. And he has his first time or whatever. And then they write their review. And it sells out. I don't know how you could sell out of something that doesn't actually sell. It's just people reading it on a wall, but it sells out. It's that popular.
People buy the copies. I was like, when did they have time to like mass print these?
Yeah, they never like really show it. They never explain it because they always show people looking at the wall.
Right.
I don't know. I don't really know how to like.
I think it's more like marketing for that specific species or brothel, so they get paid because if they bring in customers.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Kind of like affiliate marketing, but like on a third-party source because they're just kind of doing it freely.
Yeah. So the place that they're at that has like the quest board and everything, it's posted on the quest board. So we have this maid, Maidry, who is the best girl of the series, right? She's a bird maid. And she's looking at all these people thinking that they're all looking at, quests to give out or to collect on. And as she gets closer, she finds out that they're all reading the reviews. And she's not a fan of it because she is... I don't want to say so,
But she's proper.
Yeah, she thinks you should go down the correct path of like dating and then, you know, doing all the other boring stuff. No. Yeah, she's you know, not into that level of debauchery, which is fine. But she goes to the table that like Stunk and Zell are at and basically just gives them this big bag of just gold coins. They're like, what's that? It's like, that's your payment. It's like, huh. Well, okay then. This is what we're doing from now on. Like, that easy.
It's
It's
literally
living.
just the embodiment of me and the boys
Yeah.
going to check out brothels at fucking 2 a.m.
Looking for beans.
Yeah.
But we find out that Krim is working at this place now, also as like a bartender maid type person. Doesn't have a uniform, just stays in their regular clothes. And is like sleeping there, you know, because can't return to heaven, needs something to do. So the other two are like, hey, Krim, come on, let's go check out other places. Krim is like, please, no. I still want to be say-so. Please, but didn't you like it? Doesn't say anything. And to be honest, that's kind of how the series goes from there on. It's just like that repeating. It's like, here's your payment. The reviews were good. Come on, Krim, let's go to another one. Like, oh no, I can't. I'm say so. And then it just hits a point where, like, I think there was one episode that they're like, come on, Krim. And Meiji's like, you know, you don't have to go with them. And Krim just like blushes and slowly flies away. It's like, I'm gonna take my break now. It's like, no, you've done it. You've ruined him.
It's been soiled.
But like throughout within just the first 5 episodes, they visit like the cat girls. They go to fairies, in which they find out that Krim is the most well hung out of them because the fairies. Yeah, man.
He's like, hey, no one here is equipped for you, so you got scammed basically.
Yeah, a gift from God. Yeah, because the fairies are small, so they have to measure the dudes, you know, junk, and be like, hey, this girl can handle you and this one can't. So like Stunk has to choose between 2 girls. Yeah, the owner is, yeah,
The proprietor.
yeah, the proprietor. There's something about those eyes. I'm not gonna say what they do to me, but they do something to me. Anyway. Yeah, so they have to get measured up and everything. Stunk gets to choose between 2. They bring along Kanchal,
Yeah.
who is a halfling. This is one of the more regular partners that they have. And he gets to choose between... No, he gets to choose out of, like, any of the girls. And he's like, I don't know if I should be happy about that or sad.
I felt that.
Yeah. Zell gets to choose between, like, 20. I think he gets, like, half the roster. So he's like, yeah, I'm pretty, you know, even. And then they all go off with their respective girls. And as they're walking off, she's like, and you, we don't have anyone for you. And they all just have this moment of like, huh? And they just like look down. It's like, huh? So, you know, they all have their experience. They write their reviews. And Krim's view is basically like, none of the girls were able to, you know, fit me. So I don't have any, you know, thing to say about this. So I have to rate it a 0. And seeing that review, everyone in the bar just looks.
Just stares.
Just stares at Krim. Krim's like, huh?
Oh my god.
And you're just like, huh?
He's a grower and a shower.
Yeah. Where else do they go? They go to the gender swap brothel.
That
was
interesting.
That was interesting, yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a brothel with like a witch, and she has you drink a potion, and you swap genders. And it was these same four again. And you know, everyone drinks, so Zell gets a big big this is gonna be the running joke of the episode. He has big booba. And so does Stunk. The halfling doesn't seem to change in like physical forms. I mean, he gets girl parts, but you can't tell because of the outfit. But the voices all change, and they're like very sensitive at first in various places, and they're told that like give that 5 minutes, it'll pass, So they go off into this room, and Zell and Stunk finally look at each other and just bust out laughing because they can't believe like what's happening right now. Krim
as
seems to have
bros
stayed
do.
the same. Yeah, exactly. Krim stayed the same, and obviously that's because Krim had both, but now the
Penis.
the wee wee pee, it is now gone. So he doesn't really have to act like he doesn't have both, because in this moment he should have a vagina, so it's like, all right, fine. And basically they just want to see what it is like for women. So they go through this booklet that has like, here's a list of female brothel workers that are willing to do it with women, or like men that have changed into women at this specific brothel. And they're looking through all these books and catalogs and like, oh, this one is good for this one's good for that. And Krim happens to come across this one that is just dudes. And we're given the explanation of rainbow men, endurance men, big burly dudes. It's very interesting to see how interested Krim was in them. And the other guys were kind of like, do you think Krim is, a little, but none of them would say it. And Krim's just like, no, I don't have interest in this, ha 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 ha, puts book back, but really thinks about it the whole time. So they end up like calling their girls. I think Zell got a slime girl, which was very interesting. It was a very interesting scene to watch with headphones in at work. I think the halfling got a halfling himself.
Yes.
What did Stunk get? Is that a cat girl?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I think he got a cat girl.
He's just...
And they all had, varying degrees of success with their choices. And then Krim got a hyena girl. Now, if we're gonna base on like general looks and attitude, I would probably go for this hyena girl in this situation as well. But then they do the reveal, which, like, if you don't already have this knowledge, female hyenas have penises, and they're bigger than men.
They're more well endowed than their male opposite.
Yeah. So, like...
And they were all like, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah, so, like, the penis makes it better. So Krim has the time of his life. I think he gave it like a high rating, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone else had like varying degrees of success. Zell was very happy. I don't think Stunk was. And I don't remember the halfling.
Well, it was like halfling on halfling, so it was
Yeah.
just like...
Yeah.
But now he was a woman.
Well, especially because the halfling woman was a pretty dom.
Yeah, she was pretty dumb. Which is another thing, like we mentioned before, that Krim is very submissive, so having a dominant girl is probably good for him. I think there was one time that they visited some brothel and the bird woman. It's like they're naturally very submissive, so it's weird for him because he's submissive. So he had to take the dominant role, and it's not something he was good at. That was a funny thing too, like to see them go to the bird brothel and seeing Majorie react to it.
No. She was that happy.
they I don't even think it was a brothel. I think it was just a girl because they all did it with the same girl, Eldry. I mean,
Think
hey,
so.
more power to her, you know? I wonder if they ran a train. Anyway.
Oh my god.
What's another one they went? Oh, the Lilum bar. Or brothel. I keep saying bar. What the fuck?
What kind of bars you go to?
They
worry
probably
about
serve drinks in there, to be honest.
I doubt it. I doubt it. That shit was just a room. You're told to sign this because you might die, and then go into another room, and then you die.
Snoo.
So Lilum are kind of like, imagine succubus, but like on every type of drug possible, and with the most heightened sense of snoo available to them. And they just want to drain you of all your life essence in every
Wouldn't
shape
it-
of
Like
the
that
word.
won't even last like fucking. I think it was like an hour, and they were like in there for like a whole 24 hours or something. It was like 9 hours or something like that.
It was supposed to be, but they got out early.
Yeah.
But it
Was it
was
like something like cheap or like discounted or almost like they
yeah,
almost
it was
won?
500 gold. They never give us like an exchange rate
Yeah.
to like actual money, but it was 500 gold, which they said is super cheap.
Yeah.
No time limit or anything. You just keep going until you can't go anymore.
Survive.
Yeah, literally just survive.
Objective survive.
So they go. It's Crim, Stunk, Zell. Was Canchal there? The halfling?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. Not this one.
I know Bruise was there. Here's Bruise. Bruise is a beastman. There you go.
That picture is very encapsulated. Of his character.
Yeah. He's the other regular one. So there you go. And they're told like, hey, sign this waiver, you might die, blah blah blah. Here's a description of the girls, which is what I've said already. And they're shown the room that they're in. It's like a glass wall, not even a window. And just like they're up against it, calling them cowards. Bring your dick here, I'm gonna drain you, you're not gonna survive. And Krim is like, I'm not doing this. And that's when Stunk is like, Zell, put the biggest boost you have on me now. It's like, it's game time. It's like, you're just gonna let them talk to us like that? We have to prove them wrong. And they just like run into battle, and it's almost like this, like, I half expected it to be like the cliffhanger anime scene before the big battle where everyone's running into the battle. But it just, they go in, they get demolished. Some orc dudes are like, hey, we were here the other day, we want revenge, also I brought 100 of my friends. All the girls are like, oh yes, good, and throw the guys out into the alley like naked, where they're just like half dead, and Krim is like, no, you can't let it end this way. And then nobody sees them for a week. It's like, I guess they're dead. Rip.
I think there's like the main clients to those because they're like not the most attractive race, at least what they were kind of portrayed. So it's just kind of like they get it where they can and they can easily get it there.
It wasn't even so much that they weren't attractive, it was just that they're so,
It's brutal.
yeah, they just
Yeah.
keep taking and they won't stop. Like Smash
all
Mouth.
this.
There's just like they're like a battery that never runs out of juice.
Yeah, it's the
basically.
Energizer Bunny,
Yeah,
but like for sex.
and like some kind of weird, like, considered that they're all like behind glass, and there's just a bunch of them in one, like, yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. That is
Understandable. Have a nice day.
the glasses for you, not for them.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I think one of the last places we see is not so much a brothel, but it's like a barbecue shop. But they have like a back room where you can, you can do the do. And that's where we get to meet the salamander girl. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Tia Plate?
Yeah, that's fine.
That is risky. And she is, like I said, a salamander girl. And they have these in real life too, where you can like just eat off of a nude woman.
You just happen to be like 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, so she's just a barbecue version of that. Her body can actually cook your meat. And I mean cook your meat, am I right, boys?
Alright, boys, get your fire res potions ready.
Yeah. So they're like all ready to enjoy the whole experience. They're like, cooking strips of beef on her nipple, so it shows the indentation of the nipple. It's like, yeah, but how about mine? And you see the this show's an experience. But yeah, it's just Krim, Zell, and Stunk this time. And Zell and Stunk are like, alright, well, we can't take it anymore. We're about to die. It's too hot. Sweat my ass off. I need to go. I can't do the full thing. She'd burn it off anyway. But Krim, my boy, apparently has fire resistance naturally. And little Miss Salamander is like really hot and bothered right now. So she takes him to the back room. Things happen.
Ta-da.
Things happen.
It gets
And
heated.
it gets pretty heated, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And when he comes back, he smells like barbecue. My man.
Like a good old steak.
Listen, he probably got hungry too, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I'm sure he out. Anyway.
Shows a fucking experience.
Yeah, it truly is, man. It's so funny that this was like picked up by Funimation for a single episode. And then they were just like, oh, this is just porn. This is actually just porn.
Unironically, I think when this had like just come out, it was quite the controversy actually.
Yeah. Everyone was talking.
Because
Even
this
people
is-
that like I know don't watch anime were like talking about this.
Because it's so borderline. Like it's like think of a fucking a fence separating two plots of land, one being, anime, the other side being, the off-brand shit.
Yeah.
This puts the dent in the fence that makes a square and keeps going.
I don't know, man. That gender swap episode with the slime girl, that was literally just
That-
hentai.
yeah,
that
no,
was
that-
literally just hentai.
I was like, Jesus. I was like, can they even animate that? It was like, is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
I was like, what am I watching? I was checking tags and shit again. I was like, you sure I got all the right tags on here? 'Cause it's not tagged properly.
No. But when I saw that it said like uncensored, I was like, oh, there's gonna be booba. And then, like I said, when I opened this, there's literally coochie in the opening song. Like, I was flabbergasted. And I've seen some shit, and I was like, I was not expecting that at all. But I liked it. I like the English dub. I'm sad that they're not gonna continue it.
Yeah, because they were like, we can't be associated with this.
Which is
That's what-
weird.
Because they literally dubbed fucking, what was it? It wasn't like, it wasn't anything as bad as, well, it was. Did they do a redo? Is that Funimation? I feel like it wasn't, but
I don't think it was, but they did all of these.
yeah.
I mean, Shimonetta,
Like
prison, high school.
fucking prison school.
Yeah, that.
Come on.
Yeah.
and they couldn't finish out this one. I'm very disappointed.
Talking about the company that you literally have to blow a dude to get a part in an anime, and they couldn't do an anime about sex. Come on, Funimation. Come on, Chris. You could have got it wet while watching this. We know what you like. There's even a Piccolo guy in here. You could have voiced him.
There is, yes. I was like, oh my god! And then they made the reference and then called him Piccolo. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, this is great.
But like even outside of all the like horny, this is a truly good show. Like it's funny. The jokes always hit. Even like plot wise, I want to see the characters develop more and do more things, even though I know it's of this variety of stuff, but it's still fun to watch them and see the difference in opinions, because they actually do go in depth in their reviews, and it's actually, you know, the pros and cons of different races mating with different races, and it's pretty interesting of a concept, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. I thought it was interesting.
They definitely did a good job of like explaining like the different spectrums of like every race's like sexuality and the way they express it, or how they are kind of like limited to their certain capacities, you know.
Yeah. I think if I had to rate this, bro, I'm giving this a 10. I'm giving this a 10. I don't give a damn. This was amazing. Mind you, I already read this beforehand, so I kind of knew what to expect, and they still like just leapt over my expectations. It was like, boom, here you go.
I've been shamed for admitting that I've read and watched this anime.
Yeah, I don't care. It's good.
Yeah, I couldn't care. This hits like the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And I really like enjoyed the drama that it kind of created, because it was so like on the fence,
Yeah.
and it overall it's just good. It gives like it's the gift that kind of just keeps on giving.
It really is.
And I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that when I first found out that this is getting animated, I was like, it's no way this is gonna be like, you know, the bomb diggity slice that I wanted it to be
Bomb
from the
diggity
fucking
slice.
anime, from the manga, because the manga is really good. And I was just like, you know, seeing all of it in like fucking 1080p, I was like, and it's just all animated. I was like, this shit pretty good.
Yeah.
So this gets a 10 for me as well.
Yeah.
This shit busted.
James.
Overall, I did like it. Especially just because like there was there was a lot of different races, like more than like because I referenced it a lot from like Monster Musume that we reviewed
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. So it's just like it was very interesting seeing like their interpretations of like each race. I just wish there was like they just gave a little bit. I mean, that was the whole point of the show, but like I just wished there was a little bit more into like the world, that there was like how, like, you know, like how the money works, or like it just like little stuff that kind of makes like the world a little bit more,
Yeah, just
you know?
more world building, more real life, you know,
Yeah.
event type stuff.
Yeah, because you're kind of left to assume that like pretty much a lot of each town is basically just has brothels, and that's what generates the money, and that's what keeps the city going.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, okay, like I understand that. That's just like their main source of income, and then like each race has like their own like issues, or like whatever there's certain other races that like prefer it, and like other like characteristics, like what we didn't mention, like with the Cyclops girls.
Oh yeah.
I think that was just like apparently the Cyclops girls were at least the ones with the big eyes that covers like most of their face. Those were the most popular, but to the most of the like humanoids, the tiny eyes were the ones that were more attracted to them. But as for a Cyclops, a small eyes is more, I guess, discriminated against, kind of like looked bad on, I guess,
Yeah, because that
at
means they
least
have less magic power.
yeah, less mana. So I don't know. I just wish it just had a little bit, like a little bit more. Like just watching this in general, I was like cringing the entire time. I was like, oh my god, especially with the cowgirls. I was like, it's exactly what you expect them to be.
But that's the
um,
fun of it, because it's not supposed to be taken serious. Like, it seems like you're judging it more like a normal fantasy anime, when this should be judged more as like a gag anime.
I'm just watching it. I'm judging it as a viewer.
I hate you so much. A viewer of a normal fantasy anime is what you're doing.
In general, I'm gonna rate this a 4.
I'm gonna kick you off the podcast, I swear to God. I'm judging it as a viewer. I'm gonna fly to your house and kick you in the dick.
Do it.
You would probably like it, honestly, so I'm not gonna. Alright,
Good
a
luck.
4. I'll take it. Now before we jump into next week, I did want to ask you guys, what was your favorite type of girl from the show? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Salamander.
I kind of figured you were gonna say that, because that's pretty
Yeah.
close to a dragon. I'm calling you out right now.
Nah. Not like this.
Exposed. James?
I don't remember all the different races because there were, at least from the 5 episodes, was it episode 5 was the Cyclops, and then there was I forgot what they called them, but it was like the Mushroom Girls.
Yeah.
And then 4 was what the little was it Incubus Girls, and then the Barbecue Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one was what were the, because there was the parakeets, and then there were the was it, was it the animal shop, the one with the hyenas, or what kind of shop was that?
The one with the hyena was the gender swap.
Oh, the gender swap one. But that one just had a different varieties of girls.
Yeah.
You know what? I think out of all of them, the hyena girl.
That fits you for some reason. You would like a girl with a pee.
I had a feeling. We're in the no judgment zone, but I had a feeling.
I did too. He's gonna go for wee wee pee pee.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, man, Adri's best girl.
Respectfully.
And I don't think we truly get, an experience with her.
Of her.
In the future, there's like something involving her, but it's not, what you would
not the great-
expect.
yeah.
It's just something
It's
that's
like
kind of weird.
like almost like weird.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really know. It just looks like, at least based on the 5 episodes, looks like there was like a sort of a love interest, but I like kind of weird way.
I think she kind of has a crush on Stunk,
Yeah.
but like because he's such a big pervert, she like doesn't act on
Yeah.
it. But she's kind of like tsundere, and
Yeah.
hence the
She's
like
a
slapping
lady.
of him. Yeah. But she's best girl. I really like Madri. But if we're talking like doing the down and dirty, and where's the picture? Where is it? Where the am I blind?
Who are you looking for?
Don't worry about it. What? Where is it? I think I'm I think I'm dumb. Why?
Oh, so you never posted it at all.
Did I not? Yeah, I did. Where is it? Oh, I'm stupid. I scrolled past her a million times. Yeah. Uh, flame girl salamander. I'll burn my wee wee pee pee. I'll do it.
To all the boys out there that drink their fire res potions. Bottoms up.
No potions allowed. I'm going in raw.
Oh,
And yes, I know what I said. All right, so I think we're done here.
Everyone likes their toasted bread.
What's next on the docket?
Yes.
What do we have to look forward to?
So what we have for next week is
Blame Princess and Finn type shit.
Nice.
Classroom of the Elite.
Oh,
Nice.
Basically to give a rundown, we are going to meet our main character. Basically, the school is run from classes A through D, with A being the best and D being the absolute worst.
my D's the best.
Okay.
This is episode 69. Let me have it.
That's fair. I let it slide this time. Only because it's haha funny. Only because it's a haha funny number. But
Haha.
Funny.
main character will be basically making his plot and ploy to climb from class D to class A to pretty much just have the best that the school can offer.
So basically, he wants to be the best there ever was.
Yes.
Floyd is a very accurate description.
Yeah. He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Correct them into.
I like it. It's not something anyone's ever done before. So, anything you fellas want to add before we go?
Go watch this ish.
Or don't, and just listen to our review.
Or heed the countless warnings.
Or please leave a review. Review our review on this.
Leave a review about something they haven't watched yet.
Yes.
What is this,
No,
a Demon
I
Dice song?
What?
Oof. Oof. This is the worst album I've never heard. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next time for Classroom of the Elite. It was.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you guys then.
Take it
Bye.
Laters.